Hello friends, today we'll look into another item in effective Java. This is regarding the exceptions. So basically I had this question from long time, and I'm sure many of you might have the same question: when to use the checked exceptions and when to use the unchecked exceptions. So checked exceptions, according to Josh, mainly they need to be used when you have something to be recovered. So for any recoverable conditions, we can use the checked exceptions. For any other conditions from where you cannot recover, there you need to use the unchecked exceptions. So basically, when your API runs into any condition where it may recover, and but it wants to notify to the consumer of the API to make the changes accordingly, then it can throw the checked exceptions. Let's see this by an example. Let's say a very simple API where I want to transfer an amount. Let's say I have an API where an amount will be given as an input, and I want to transfer that much of amount from my balance. Right? Let's say this is the API, and I want to transfer. It's a very simple API. So I want to transfer this much of amount. Basically, to transfer, I would say whatever the balance it has, I will deduct from this, and probably I want to return the latest balance, right? So let me create a field. So this is just for example sake. I'm not putting any other particular checks for this balance, just to point out the concept which we are discussing. Let's say this amount which I want to transfer is greater than balance. So you can transfer only when you have a balance which is greater than or equal to that amount, right? Let's say if it is less than amount, then you want to notify to the caller of this API that uh, this is not possible to transfer the amount. So how you will notify to the caller? By you can, one of the way is by throwing an exception. So you can throw an exception, maybe a custom exception you can throw here. Let's say not sufficient balance exception, let's say, right? So I created a custom exception here, right? So it expects me to throw this from the API. So by throwing this custom exception, checked exception from the API, whoever the caller, the consumer of this API, he should expect that he may get this exception, and he should uh, take some appropriate actions. Maybe he wants to update the balance with more amount, or he wants to notify to the client that there is no balance, so you cannot transfer the amount. So appropriate actions he can take. So in these cases we can have the checked exceptions. Let's say this amount is negative, right? The consumer of the API gives a negative amount which is not acceptable by this API. So this is a programming error from the consumer of the API that he has provided a negative amount. So this kind of conditions are unrecoverable conditions. So in these cases we can throw the unchecked exceptions, which are basically extending the runtime exception. So let's say if amount is less than 0, then we will throw illegal argument. Okay, negative amount. So what it is extending, it is extending the runtime exception. Alright, so this is regarding when to use the checked exception and unchecked exceptions. So another point regarding the checked exceptions, whenever you want to throw the checked exceptions, as I said, these are exceptions which are thrown for recoverable conditions. That means client can try to recover from that condition. So for that, client may need some information, okay, what has happened and what he needs to do. So in this case, this exception itself says that not sufficient balance exception. Maybe you want to give more information, like how much balance, right? How much balance is needed, right? So probably you want to um, so you can have here in not sufficient balance exception, you can introduce a field for needed balance. So here the consumer of the API can query how much balance is needed, okay, to make this API call successful. Alright, so this is one of the way. So in many of our cases, we assume that exception is just where we get the stack trace and some error message, but apart from that, we can give some more information, metadata information to the consumer of API to recover from those conditions. So another aspect related to exceptions is the unchecked exceptions. One of the unchecked exceptions are errors. So errors are basically the unrecoverable conditions which are caused by system level errors, such as your Java memory goes, you are out of memory, right? So maybe the heap space, the Java heap space is consumed by the object, so no more memory available. So in such cases, the JVM will throw out of memory error. So these are all system level unrecoverable conditions. We are not supposed to catch these kind of errors. So these are not something where the consumer of the API can do anything about it. So here the thread which is executing those that functionality that will get killed, and that will throw an exception whenever the error happens. So although another aspect related to the errors is generally JVM doesn't specify anything particular to implement our own custom errors. So for most of the errors, the JVM provided errors should be sufficient. Another aspect related to exceptions, whenever you want to implement your custom exceptions, so maybe you want to implement a checked or an unchecked exception, then it is recommended that either you extend the exception or runtime exceptions. Either, although JVM allows you to create an exception without extending any of these two, but that will be more confusing for the user of the API. So it is always recommended you extend either the exception or the runtime exception. Just to summarize, so what we learnt in this item, there are two types of exception, checked and unchecked. So checked exceptions for where you have a recoverable conditions, unchecked exceptions from where you cannot recover. So unchecked exceptions mainly occur due to programming errors. The consumer of the API may be giving the wrong inputs. So there are other types of unchecked exceptions which are errors. So errors are mainly due to system level errors, and system level errors may occur either due to programming errors, or it could be your system resources. So it is very not a clear cut way that we can distinguish between in some of the cases whether this is a checked or unchecked. So in few cases then we have to take a very conscious decision whether it should be checked or unchecked. If you think that it we can recover from that condition, then it should be checked exception. If you think that we cannot, then unchecked. If you are not sure whether we can recover or not, then it is recommended that you should have a unchecked exception. I hope this is clears out many of the doubts related with exceptions, when to create a checked and unchecked. So please leave out your comments in the comment section. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please leave out your comments. Thank you all, and see you in the next item.